Hey, 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 guess who? It's me, Lisa Ely. Hey, 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 guess who? It's me, Lisa Ely. And I am coming in today with an amazing share. My mini masterclass today is on how my client landed a dream job in 4 weeks. That's right. In this season, 4 weeks. I can't wait to unpack it with you. But first, can I just tell you a little bit about me? So, I love AI and I have incorporated AI into everything that I do, including helping you with career transitions. And so, AI is driving all of this. But the most important thing is you get to benefit from what I'm going to cover today for free. That's right, for free. I'm going to unpack what it is that's happening right now, right? What's happening right now in this marketplace where you can still land a job in 4 weeks. This is just one example. I've got other clients who are doing similar things, landing multiple interviews, getting multiple offers, but it is not a secret. It's not magic, right? It's not hocus pocus. It is a strategy and it is a plan. It is a community. It is accountability and it is having an expert in your back pocket. So let's unpack it right now for you. So again, I'm delighted that you're here, but we're going to unpack today so you can finally learn what this is all about. So, what's your biggest career transition challenge right now? Like, what is it? Sincerely, what is it? Ask yourself. I know some of you are watching this live right now, and thank you. Some of you are going to be watching this on replay, and I thank you for that as well. But most importantly, I thank you for investing the time in yourself to learn about what's happening now. The worst thing you could do is not show up, not for me, but not show up for you in this season and get what you need. So, pause this if you want to, get your notebook out, answer the question sincerely for yourself. What's your biggest career challenge, career transition challenge right now? Let me give you some ideas about what I hear from people that you're not showing up. You're in the doom and gloom. There is something called a SARA model: shock, anger, resistance, acceptance, hope. And that literally is when you're staying in shock, anger, resistance about the fact that you are in career transition. So, what does transition really means? Well, it really means that either you've been furloughed, you've been laid off, you've been riffed, or you might be underemployed, or you might be in a situation that is toxic and you need to move. And so, all of those are reasons for career transition. In addition to that, you might be a new graduate with a new degree or something else, and you're entering uh, the workplace right now in this season, and you're in transition because you thought it was going to be easier, perhaps, to get a job. And that's just not adding up. So ask yourself the question. I want to share I got to share the headlines with you, right? I'm not going to try to avoid them. So on October 29th, right, not that long ago, depending on when you're watching this, the US job market is now no hire, more fire. That's what Jamie said. September 2025, labor market update. What employers and job seekers should know. That's what we're going to talk about today. And then September, the labor market update. The squeeze on new entrants mirrors a market wide decline. Now, I'm going to tell you, you could believe all of this, but the one I was really interested in was the one that came from Robert Half, and that is what employers and job seekers should know. Because if you're one of those and you're here today, you're in career transition, so you're seeking a new opportunity, but it might be for a different reason that I've already mentioned or something else. So here's the key points that Robert Half pointed out. I want to share it with you. Hiring may be cooling, but there is still hiring for critical roles. Let me say that again. I want you to hear the words. Hiring for critical roles. Candidates should focus on visibility, networking, and contract options. In fact, Robert Half is leading the whole effort with understanding what's happening in the marketplace. And they say 67% of employers are leaning towards contracts. So be okay with a contract. And then nearly a third of small business owners surveyed said that they had job openings they could not staff fill in September. At the end of September, they couldn't fill them. So that means that if they have plans or actions or things that they're trying to do this year, they've got to hire. And more than 1 in 5 rank labor quality at as their most important problem. They want to make sure. So for those of you who know, I have a special interest in focusing on 40 plus professionals that are in career transition because there's nothing wrong with the quality of your labor. You know what you're doing, you've been doing it, you're an expert, in fact, in your field, and you have the years of experience and proof that supports that. Let's keep going. So, what we'll actually cover today and is what is actually working in the job market right now, which you've already seen a little bit of, the simple framework that turns effort into interviews, and how to position yourself to win before January hits, because that's important. Many organizations must fill those roles before the end of this year. And I want you to have one of them. The lie. This is the lie that we hear every day. I try to unpack this and remove it from people's view and vision and beliefs. But that is, most dreamers in career transition right now believe that no one is hiring right now and they'll never find a job. What I will tell you is that lie is the truth for you if you believe it. It's a lie. I know it to be true because nearly every day I hear about more people getting interviews, final interviews, offers. This is the activity that leads towards getting an offer and getting a job. But if you're not trying, right, and you're not doing the right things that are needed, the right strategy, support, community to help you to get there, because getting there on your own, this is not career transition, is not a solo sport, right? And so don't believe the hype, right? Don't believe it, because this is a lie. But let's talk about what the truth is. The truth is, most professionals aren't missing opportunities because they lack skill. Let me say that again. Most professionals like you are not missing opportunities because they lack skill. They're missing strategy. This class shows you the order, rhythm, and real action that'll change everything. That's right. If you just pay attention, I'm going to tell you and unpack the truth for you, because it is not a lack of skill. It is not that. You're missing strategy. Are you ready? Like, if you're watching it, like, shout, you should be shouting from the rafters. Yes, I want to hear the strategy. Let's dig in. So, the first thing, what's actually working in the marketplace right now? It's a targeted outreach. Now, targeted means, it's kind of like when you're doing target practice. I love those shows. I always wanted to be good at archery. But I also noticed that the people who are good at archery, like their fingers are like worn, and they have like little cuts and scratches on them. And I don't know if I want that, but I love seeing in archery, especially when it's in a movie, a medieval movie or something, and the person is pulling the bow back, right, real tight, and they're looking and they're aiming, right? And they hit the target. That's what targeted outreach is about. It's not like a blast that you just throwing anything at the wall, right? Or just lobbing over the arrows to see what might hit. It is specifically target at certain organizations, certain fields, certain types of organizations, levels of organizations. Again, that what you have as your skill, as the position that you're looking to get hired in, is a critical need, right? Or they've had someone retire or leave, or they got new business or something else, and it becomes critical, right? So we've got to make sure we're targeting who we're outreaching to. That's the first step. Want to learn more? Let's go to number two. So, number two is messaging that positions you as the solution. That's right. This isn't about just sitting in front of your computer and applying to jobs. It is about the outreach and the messages that you're putting out in places like LinkedIn, inside of your networks. If you go to dinner with friends, if you are at an event, right? I would say we're at the gateway of the entire holiday season, and everything changes between now and the beginning of the year. So you've got to position yourself as the expert. But that also means you've got to be talking about things that you would talk about, solve problems and issues, and share, unpack how you would doing your job, right? And we'll unpack that more, of course, if you stay tuned. Number three, the resume and LinkedIn alignment, right? Your LinkedIn profile can't be for one thing and then your resume shows something else. They must be in alignment. That means that on LinkedIn, you need to be viewed as an expert, and your LinkedIn profile needs to look like you're an expert in your field. Needs to be what LinkedIn calls 100% or all star. Your resume, now there's a big break to 2 pages. Your resume needs to be specifically tailored to that role or opportunity, right? There is no room for errors or mistakes in alignment. It must be aligned, because if not, it is so easy for someone to just pass you by, right? We're scrolling, we're tabbing, we're looking through. I've been recruiting top executive positions and directors and VPs and organizations personally as the lead of talent acquisition and organizational development. And the one thing I know, I'd be sitting, relaxing, and also scrolling through resumes and other things. And it was only a few seconds. And then I would say maybe it was 5 to 10 seconds, but now it's 2 or 3. So that profile at the top, that summary, whatever you want to call it, executive summary, needs to be tight. The same thing for your LinkedIn profile. Make it easy for whoever is reviewing or seeing how to connect with you. Make your contact information visible. Make sure you're checking LinkedIn on a regular basis, because it is your gateway for people to contact you, to learn about your experiences and the solutions that you provide. And so you want that to be a tight alignment. Sounds good? Yes. What else? So finally, interview readiness before January and the hiring rush. Now, if you don't interview, now I'm not saying you can't get a job without interviewing. I got a whole story about that. You'll have to ask me if you want to hear. But I once did get hired without an actual interview. But that's not the norm at all. But nearly 100% of people have an interview, a screening, a regular interview, maybe even a final, right, before they get hired. But this interviewing is the gateway to getting the job. And so that's why I'm talking about this. You've got to do these 4 things. And then I'm going to break down exactly what my client did and a little bit about her mindset. So you've got to have a targeted outreach. You need to have messaging that positions you as a solution, the solution to their challenge, their problem, their issue, right? Beyond a reasonable doubt. And you've got to have a resume and a LinkedIn that is aligned. And you've got to be ready, not like trying, not winging it, but ready for interviewing when they call. What else? So let me tell you what my client actually did. Here's the list. This is the real list. First, I asked her, what do you think was the difference in you landing a job in this season in 4 weeks? And these are her words. She listened and trusted me. She said, quote, I did exactly what you said, right? And so what that means is that you need an expert in your back pocket. You need an expert in your back pocket. Some of you have been winging it. Some of you have been relying too heavily on AI, chat, Bard, Gemini, Claude, whatever, right? And this is the thing I will tell you. Chat, Bard, Claude, all those AI systems, they've never actually been hired to do anything. They haven't landed a job in 4 weeks like I too did. And why even do this work? The next thing she said is she cleared the deck, right? She cleared the deck because it's my recommendation. It's called decluttering, mind, body, spirit, environment. It is critical that you are ready, right? Ready for the search, right? When are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? Are you ready for it? Is your mind focused on believing and winning that you can get there? She prioritized her career transition activities over anything else, right? Some family activities. She missed a few things, but she prioritized this, which also means if you got something to do at 5 o'clock, right? Then maybe you need to get up a little bit earlier, but you got to get your reps in, you got to put your time in, and there is no excuse. She believed she stopped believing the news and the naysayers. Some of the news I shared with you, right? Turn the news off. Don't I was listening to someone the other day and they said that they're like watching the news 24/7. It's doom and gloom. Don't do that, right? Do not do that. I want you to turn it off. If you're like me, I don't really watch that much TV, really, if at all. I watch nearly every day, almost 30 minutes of the news. That's it, because it's enough, right? She made an investment. That's right. She made an investment in herself to work with me because she recognizes it's not a solo sport. She didn't know everything. She had already, before me, been using AI and other tools, but wasn't sure. We know that the bottom of ChatGPT, which is my favorite tool, right? It does say that it may have hallucinations and may not tell the truth. It may not be accurate. And so, how will you know if you're not an expert and you don't have an expert like me in your back pocket? You won't. She stuck with it, right? So nothing changed right away, like the first day or the first few hours, but she stuck with it. And she kept showing up to our sessions. She asked questions in between. She took the advice and asked more questions and did it again and again and again. She did the work. Ultimately, I'm supporting and helping and all of those things, but she had to do the work. I couldn't do it for her. So she had to make time. She had to say yes to the right things and no to the wrong things. She had to continue to fuel her mind, body, and spirit with things that were going to help her to make it happen and to get the work done. And in 4 weeks, that's right, 4 weeks, she started the Monday after July 11th. And then 4 weeks later, she had an offer. That's right, she got the job. It was just like that. She got the job. And what I want to know from you is, do you want to get the job? Right? But where does it start? It starts with more interviews. I know you probably never thought about it being that simplified, but it is, right? And so The possibility for you today. You're not here by accident. I am sure of it. Imagine what you could do in 4 weeks with focus and accountability. Just imagine. So in 2023, that's right, I did a 4-day interview challenge, and participants average in just 4 days 5 to 10 interviews booked. That's right. That's what we did in 4 days. It was Monday through Thursday. 4 days. It was amazing. And the reason why I know that is because recently I hired a person to help me declutter my home office, which AKA is also known as the money room. But I was going through some of the results and other things from 2023, and I said, I should do that again. But this, I'm changing it. It's not going to be 4 days. Just think of what you could do in 4 weeks. That's right. It's going to be a sprint for 4 weeks to build the muscle to help you do what you need to do in order to get even better results than what people got in a 4-day challenge. So, what is it? So, this is my invitation to you. If you're ready to turn this insight into action, the 4-week interview sprint, which is it's an interview sprint to more interviews, is where we'll do it together. It's real support, it's real coaching, it's real tips, it's real templates. And it is a weekly lesson and a live check in. And in between, you can also ask questions and get feedback. So I ask you this, just simply, do you want real results? Not now, not whenever, not in 6 months, not in a year, but before the new year begins. And if that's you, I want you to say yes, not to me, but say yes to the invitation for you to get more interviews, right? I think I've got another slide. So I want you to say yes to that. But this is what I also want you to know. Um, I'm going to share this link um, as well. But I want you to email me, right? Email me, message me. It's Lisa at daretodreamcareers.com. I'm going to put that in here right now for you and and tell you a little bit more. And so I'm just so excited about this. I'm about to I'm about to burst. And you'll get the details. But better than that, what I want to also let you know is that I am opening up Sprint to more interviews, right? And it's an amazing thing, right? For you to be able to take advantage of. Um, I can't tell you exactly how amazing it will be. This is why you've got to uh, take me up on the offer, right? Take me up on the offer. And so I'm not going to mix it or anything like that. There's a promotion for this. And if you say promotion in the email to me, um, I'll be sure that I do share it. So this is the page, right? Not mixing it up. This is what it is right now. It's going up tomorrow. You can also get access to a done for you service if you want it. If you use Afterpay, that will also give you uh, a payment plan. Depending on, you can get 4 interest-free payments as well. But if you email me and also say promotion, I'll send you a promotion that will be amazing, and this will be lower. It's a percentage off today of this, but it's going to be higher than this tomorrow. But you've got to say promotion, and I'll send you the promotion card. I'll send you the promotion key. Does that sound fair? And then one other thing I just want to share with you. is my email. And so I want to make sure you have it. And so here it is again, just so you have, just contact me. I'm Lisa at daretodreamcareers.com. Lisa at daretodreamcareers.com. I want you to get that 4-week result. Let's see what we can unpack together in 4 weeks. And I'll see you inside. Don't forget, send me promotion and I'll send you all the links and the information. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Take care.